Hello, and welcome to Quiz Coconut's Quickfire Quiz Pod with me, James Cutler. 7 years ago, I launched Quiz Coconut, and we've since hosted over 2,000 pub quiz nights. Each episode, I pick 10 of our best questions so you can improve your general knowledge, boost your brain power, and learn some useful and useless facts. Answers will be revealed at the end of the episode, and there's one rule: don't use Google.
Use your coconut!
Thank you for tuning in. We're back for another QuizPod episode. If you haven't yet checked out our Earth Day special last week, that's available wherever you get your podcasts. Here we go. 10 questions, general knowledge this time. Question 1 goes like this. Which weighs more, an average adult brain or an average adult liver? Which weighs more, brain or liver? On to number 2. This is a question about a computer keyboard. If you can see a keyboard, look away. I want you to see if you can get this one without cheating. Which is the top right key on a keyboard? I'm only counting letters here, folks. Which is the top right? As always, if you need more time to think about anything, press pause and play when you're ready. Number 3. Which country is home to the most lakes? Number 4 is a question about poker, 5-card poker. Which hand ranks above 2 pairs but below a straight? Number 5, music. What is the best-selling song ever by a solo female artist? Now, there's lots to think about here, but I'm going to play you a single drum beat from that song to help you. You're listening to Quiz Coconut's Quickfire Quiz Pod. Like an elderly relative, we're cruising. Number 6. Which Japanese word used in English literally means empty orchestra? Empty orchestra for number 6. Number 7. Sport. In a game of squash, how many walls can you use to hit the ball off? Number 8. Here's a first and last question for 2 points. We're talking about the American states. Which was the first American state to become a state, and which was the last? Number 9. I'm going to read out one of the most well-known lines in literature history. For 1 point, can you tell me who wrote it? And for the second point, tell me the piece of work that the line comes from. To be or not to be, that is the question. And that actually is the question. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more exciting, we've got a 3-point question which is all about airport codes. Wow! Every airport has got a unique 3-letter code. I'm going to give you a clue to a 3-letter word. You need to work out that word and then tell me the airport that has that word as its code. How about that? I'm going to give you an example. If I said the Mediterranean, that clue would lead you to C, SEA. SEA is the airport code for Seattle. So the answer is Seattle. Okay, I'm going to give you 3. Here we go. The first one is a short sleep. The second one is a piece of pig meat. And the third one is music with vocals removed. Those 3 clues again. A short sleep, a piece of pig meat, and music with the vocals removed. I'll tell you the continent if you don't want to hear the continent. Cover your ears, it's Europe. Now you might need some more time with this, probably you do. Press the pause button, and when you're ready, press play, and you will hear today's bad joke.
This is today's bad joke.
How do you think the unthinkable? With an iceberg.
That was today's bad joke.
I think they are definitely getting worse. Okay, here we go with the answers, folks. 15 points available. Number 1, the liver is heavier. On average, 1.5 kilograms. The brain's about 1.3 kilograms. Up there for thinking, down there for drinking. That's how you remember it. Okay, number 2, the top right key is a P for podcast. Number 3, the country with the most lakes is Canada. I've got some amazing stats about lakes. USA's got about 100,000. Then you've got Finland. Then you've got Russia. That's got about 200,000. Canada's way out in front with over 800,000 lakes. The reason being that the vast majority of Canada was situated under a large ice sheet during the last ice age. When the glaciers retreated, it left large natural indentations which have since filled with water. Okay, on to number 4. The poker hand there is a 3 of a kind. Not quite as good as a straight, but better than 2 pairs. Number 5. That massive 1992 hit was Whitney Houston with I Will Always Love You, to date the biggest selling song by a solo female artist. Number 2 is My Heart Will Always Go On. Number 6. Empty orchestra in Japanese is karaoke. The word kara meaning empty, like karate, empty hand. Number 7, in squash you can play the ball off all 4 walls. Number 8, the first US state was Delaware in 1787. And then the most recent was Hawaii in 1959. For number 9, To Be or Not to Be, that is by Shakespeare for 1 point, from Hamlet for the 2nd point. And number 10, your airport codes. Let's see how you do here. So a short sleep is a nap, N-A-P, that's Naples for 1 point. The piece of pig meat, that's ham, Hamburg for the 2nd point. And the 3rd one, music with vocals removed, well that's a dub, so Dublin. 3 points available for that question. How do we do, folks? Remember, if it was too easy, it wouldn't be fun, would it? But thank you for tuning in. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, give us a rating, and we'll be back next week. If you enjoyed today's quiz, why not book us for your next event? We host corporate events in the UK and Canada and virtual events all over the world. And don't forget to subscribe to the Quiz Pod so you never miss an episode. We'll see you next week. Quiz Coconut, nuts about trivia.